35. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll look to throw. Elude into pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now they'll run it on the toss. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Shipped together here from the D-line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 38-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go play action here on first down. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit!
From the gun, McCollum. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field They play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on. Come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw on 2nd down. McCullough. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They're going to look to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw on second down. McCullough. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Off play action. McCullough. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Back to throw now on second and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. McCullough. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored point.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. Open space inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier. Was bidding for a second. They come out here in the I. Ball on the 3. 3rd down and goal. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And this one is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Packers get set to go. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now he'll throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 44. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Back to throw. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And a give this time to the tailback. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking to throw. McCullough. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Off the play fake. McCullough under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Back to throw. McCullough. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Over. All right, now look at 56.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now back to throw. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big one there for the Vikings. And even 50 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead will grow by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some time.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Now let's go. 3, 19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. Caught right side, Davis. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Good. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. He's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch. But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. 2nd and inches. It did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit to bounds.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st and 10, McCullough. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw on 2nd down. McCullough flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now, on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st down, McCullough. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards in the red zone this time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. And he'll bang that one through. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gate.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Looking to throw. McCullough. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be third down. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing on first down. McCullough, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Oh, let me get this. Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Leopard! Here we go!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McCullough. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Here we go now!
On third down, McCullough. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2, and it brings up 4. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, You play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown.
Like the way it sounds, Frody?